Hi there, welcome to Meet the Leaders. We are in Albany and I'm David Smith. Good to have you along with us too for this visit. And we have Roxanne Persaud with us. She's a senator out of the 19th District in Brooklyn, Southeast Brooklyn, New York,
Brooklyn.
Kicking things off this year. What an exciting
Brooklyn
time.
is always kicking things off. just putting that out there. Yes.
But it's always an exciting time to be starting off a new session, isn't it?
It is. You know, you're starting all new. And you know, we have fresh ideas, and you're starting to work on them. That's what it's about. It's a new day, new beginning. Let's get to work.
And some new colleagues.
Lots of new colleagues.
As well.
Lots of new colleagues. You know, I'm excited that there are now 15 women in the Senate, and I'm like, oh my God,
15.
I have sisters in the Senate now.
That's tremendous.
So that is great. And so, but we're really going to be doing many things. You know, with the new session, I'm going to be the chairperson of the Social Services Committee, which I'm excited about.
That's a huge endeavor.
It really is, but it's an important one.
Yeah.
And so I've already started talking with the chair of the Mental Health Committee and Children and Families Committee, so that the three of us coming together, those three committees coming together, can work on some really great things.
Well, you've had experience in all of those areas anyway, so your position is most fitting.
Yes, and it's a committee that I really wanted to be the chair of. You know, when things were changing, and then things would happen. I have that committee, and we're hiring the staff for it, and looking at all of the legislation that we want to see pass, and making sure the social service agencies that we're in touch with them, and that we understand their needs, and that we're working actively to achieve some of those.
Well, where do you see the difficulties that they are facing? I mean, fiscal difficulties are always
there. Yeah. You know, first of all, in the social service industry, their workers are not paid well, and that's the greatest issue for them. You know, you have this revolving door of workers because you cannot afford to pay them, so that to keep.
How do you remedy that? You want quality.
You want quality
folks, people who really care about what they're doing, and yet if they don't feel that they're being met with an adequate pay scale. Mm-hmm. It's very tough to find. Yeah,
and they have to, because many of them are coming out of college with these high college debt, and then you're telling them, oh, we're going to give you really minimum salary, and you're giving them. It's a thankless job for them, but they get into that profession because they love what they're doing. They love the people that they have to take care of, the needs, making sure the needs of those people are met, and that's what's great about it. And that's why we have to continue to fight to ensure that they stick around. Because with a social service person, there are lots of things that are going to fall through the crack.
Well, that means you've got to fight tooth and nail for the money to see to it that they are.
That's right.
Adequately compensated.
That's right, and that's why we're going to be meeting with the agencies and just trying to get a handle on exactly what their needs are. And I tell people also, we have to manage expectations. People are assuming that now we have changing leadership in the Senate, that everything is going to happen. But everything, we have to be reasonable. We have to manage those expectations. Everything is not going to happen, and the things that are going to happen, it's not going to happen tomorrow.
Well, and the needs are very diverse. You've got, the needs of upstate, very different than the needs of your district.
But they're the same needs. The common denominator is that it's the same needs. People are in need. So if you tend to look at upstate and downstate, we will continue to have issues because the disparities are great, and people say, "Oh, you're only taking care of downstate." Well, I am a downstate legislator, yes, but I'm interested in the needs of the entire state, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's just how much do you have to allocate to one instead of the other. The need may be greater downstate or upstate, depends on where it is. And so you have to do the allocations based on that. But what their needs are, it's the same.
Well, you've got distance factors too. You've got people out in the suburban or countryside, and you've got people in the city. And a lot of people are now in your area are concerned about the L train.
They were concerned about the L train. We've been going through the L train issue
back and forth
for 3 years. We've been having conferences and town halls and all that for 3 years. I was shocked. I was elated that there's a remedy that says we don't have to shut it down. But what people failed to realize, that part of the conversations that we were having for 3 years was that we asked the people, shutting down completely or nights and weekends for 2 years. And that was part of that was always part of the conversation. And the same people are questioning it now, voted on that because they gave their input. And they said, you know what, it's better if we shut it down for a shorter time completely. But then everybody says, no, oh my God, we can't.
Well, that's a difficulty because people made distinct plans to act in a certain way.
Right.
And now they may have the opportunity to change that or whatever.
Well, as they always say, plans are there to be changed. They can be changed. And if it's for the better, then it's good. The thing is that the L train, the Canarsie 2 has to be reconstructed. Something has to be done about it. I don't know if you've seen it, what it's like, but something has to be done. My concern was that the experts who came forward at the 11th hour are people who were right here in New York City. The discussion about the L train
they've been hiding all this
public.
time.
Exactly. Why didn't they come forward and offer their expertise to the MTA?
What is the answer?
I don't know. Yesterday I got a questionnaire that I'm going to send to them, asking those questions. Why is it that you could not come forward? You've seen the discussions that we've been having. You've been part of that. You've seen the outrage. You've seen the changes that it has created in people's lives. And why weren't you willing to come forward and say, well, listen, guys, we have seen this work. It has never been tested. Remember, that's the bottom line. It has never been tested in the United States. It has never been tested in a subway, even in Europe. It's never been tested. Can we try this? Let's look at it. We're
going to watch this with great interest, as millions of others will. Senator, thank you so much for being with us.
It's always a pleasure speaking with you.
It is very exciting. We wish you all the best with major projects that you've got coming up this year.
It's exciting times, but
No
you know
question.
what? Anything worth doing, you have to work for it. So,
I think you're up to the task.
I am.
Senator Roxanne Persaud is our guest from southeastern Brooklyn, and she's just starting off as we are here on Meet the Leaders. I'm David Smith.